We may have fixed it. I'm not seeing any drop frames just yet. Go ahead and refresh, and let's see here. We'll try it. Do we have this working? We have the dabs, the highs. I think we're going. I think we're cruising. Okay, I will tell you, among other things, recently yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember now. Isn't that a great one, Animate Barrel? I installed some Google Wi-Fi modem? No, not modems. What would the official term be? This is an area that I'm not super knowledgeable, so I should know it, I feel. But let me check. It's not helping. I'm looking at the box here. It's this thing. It's this. It's this. It's home Wi-Fi. It's this stuff. Whatever. Mesh network. It's a mesh network. What is it? How many Wi-Fi points do I need? I guess, okay, so it's Google Wi-Fi. I don't know. It's the home Wi-Fi system by Google. There we go. Whatever this thing is called. Wireless Wi-Fi hotspot point mesh thingamab. Anyway, long story short, I got this thing from my father-in-law, actually. Or we got this, I should say. He picked this up because he has a similar system. I think the newer one, I can't remember, but he got this off of eBay, and so apparently it was a pretty good deal. And so, Animate Barrel, I don't know. Box trademark, is that what it is? Anyway, but the thing is, our internet was originally hardwired into our living room, which is sort of central to the house, but really it's pretty far from this room, the family room. And we had the internet people, whatever they are called, your internet provider, your service provider people, we had them come and take the existing wire out of the loop, basically just unplug it. It's still, the cabling and everything is there, but it's just out of the loop, and instead run it to the family room, the other corner of the house, and up through the floor. And so then we could actually get a hard wire from in that corner over there all the way behind this desk and then into our modem, which then goes into a wireless receiver, wireless, whatever you call it. And that has been what we've been using basically since we've lived here. And it works great because everything in this room is hardwired. I mean, everything that can be hardwired. I've got every video game system that has an internet connection. I've got every computer, everything hooked up with a hardwire, because actually out of that Wi-Fi receiver, I put in an 8-port LAN box splittery thing, whatever you call those things, okay? So I got that. It's worked out for this room great, and if you're near this room, especially if you're on the 5G wireless network, you're going to get great internet connection whether you're wired or not. As you go further through the house, you start to lose that signal pretty quickly, and this is a lath and plaster house. This is 1950s. And so what they used to do is they would put what's called lath and plaster. It's a real thick way of creating a wall rather than just like sheetrock drywall, which is common today. And it means that actually it's great in so many ways, but terrible for wireless signals. And on one end of the house, we get no cell phone signal, but we get great internet signal, Wi-Fi. On the other end of the house, we get no Wi-Fi signal and great cell phone signal. So it's been really a pain because basically, if we're using our phones on the other side of the house, we have to, or we move from one end of the house to the other. We have to swap our connection or turn on or off our Wi-Fi. And 2G would, help a little bit with that, because it's a stronger signal over more distance, but it compromises on the speed that we're paying for, but we're not able to get. So anyway, these little lovely gizmos create a mesh network, which means it's all one network, but it's actually got a little box plugged in here now. I didn't quite do this maybe the way I should have because I still have the existing things all in place. I just basically plugged in the new box and created like another Wi-Fi network. So I don't know if that's going to mess things up. At some point, I'm going to have to rewire stuff and make it so that it's a little bit more streamlined. But anyway, we've got this one here plugged in, hardwired, and then the one in the living room, and then the other one in the utility room on the other end of the house. And that's pretty cool because now we've got internet all across the house. It's sort of weird. I still find myself like if I'm listening to a podcast and I move from one end of the house to the other, I find myself reaching for my phone to like turn off Wi-Fi, and I'm like, wait, I don't need to do that. So anyway, that's my little story. I must have bored all of you with that story. And I don't know. Animate Barrel, thank you for being here. Chronolock, thank you for being here. Chrono, I know you've got to head out. Chrono's probably already asleep at this point, but Animate Barrel, so lovely to have you here. As I pointed out on Twitter and Discord, this is an unscheduled week. So just watch for announcements when I go live, and everything is to be determined. And that's what the TBD in that little icon stands for. So thank you very much for your being here on such a really a kind of a random stream. It is 8:40 on Monday. It's definitely later than I would like to stream, especially these days. I'm trying to do earlier streams, but hey, such is life. Animate Bro heading to bed soon, but we'll be here for a few. Excellent. Well, then I'll share something with you. You have training starting at 5:30 tomorrow. Is that your training or you are training someone else? Is this passive or is this not aggressive? That's not what I'm trying to say. Is this passive training, or what would the other way of putting that be? Proactive training. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let me share something with you. That's kind of what I was thinking, is you're learning, yes, in the new role, right? Very cool. I'm going to share something with you. Oh, virtual. I say I didn't want to ask too much, because I had private info on the internet and all that stuff. But if you do feel like sharing more, I'm intrigued. But you don't have to. Don't worry. So I'm assuming this is through something like Zoom or. But can you imagine? I mean, one of these days we probably will have the Zuckerberg reality happening, and we'll be in our little virtual avatar state, wandering around this this virtual conference room and doing our training. How weird would that be? But well, Animate Barrel, as you know, I am currently discerning becoming a moving towards ordination as a Catholic deacon. And the diaconate is something that, I don't just say, oh, I'm gonna become a deacon. Here are my credentials. Sign me up. And then it's done. It's something that you deliberately discern, and also then the church discerns and says, is this actually an authentic call? Is this something that would work? So that's something that's happening right now. Put a pin in that. Let me read Animate Barrel's comment. It's all good. My company has a few days of training for everyone. Oh, and you can do it in person in Florida or virtually. This is the 5:30 start time. Gotcha. Because it's happening in Florida. And you didn't want to go to Florida? I've been to Florida once. It was also actually for some kind of conference or work related thing. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I know, I do remember what it was. It was actually pretty cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was actually cool. But I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to go to Florida if I'm honest. Just it's not typically something I'm interested in. That is the more tropical type of environments. But so anywho, you're skipping out on Florida and doing it virtually. Been a lot for work trainings. We built our own training facility. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. So is your organization headquartered in Florida? I'm imagining it must be, if, of course, training is happening there. Well, listen, I I know typing takes a little bit of time, so I don't mean to jump in or cut in, but I wanted to share with you one of the things that is required for actually all clergy in the Catholic Church and deacons in the Catholic Church are clergy, is to pray what's called the Liturgy of the Hours, and specifically morning and evening prayer every day. So Liturgy of the Hours, this is what, you think of monks, what they do, the time of prayer punctuated throughout the day, several times a day, and in the middle of the night, quite frankly. And so Liturgy of the Hours, it follows certain points of the day, and the two big ones that are required for clergy are morning and evening. So one of the things they've had us do as a part of the discernment process is to just get in the habit of praying morning and evening prayer. And I'll say, actually, our family was doing this anyways for quite a while. And then, it's like lots of things, sort of adjusted and shifted and then sort of modified and then fell out of the practice. And anyway, so it's been really good to be back into it. And one of the things that's been really nice is that there's lots of ways to pray Liturgy of the Hours, or also known as Divine Office. And there are websites now that make it super easy. You can just follow along on a website or an app. And so there's also been this rise of sort of monthly issues of Liturgy of the Hours, so you could follow along, and it's all just laid out, and you just go through it, and then, when you're done, you discard the book or whatever, or save it for later. The thing is that, no, it's in New York City as headquarters, but Florida land is cheap, and it has a big airport that's convenient for people across the U.S. That makes sense. And maybe compared to trying to fly into New York, it's probably a cheaper airport to fly into, I would think. Yeah. So, but one of the things they want us to do, and so what we were mostly doing, Ms. Manna and I, was actually, well, I'll show you. When it was just us, actually I have it here. Hold on, let me grab it real quick. This is like show and tell. I'm showing and telling with you. So these are a couple of books that we love. This is out of a Benedictine abbey in Ireland. This is the Glenstall Book of Prayer, and it's really absolutely lovely. It's just a really, really nice book. With, by the way, actual Irish Gaelic here, if you wanted to be able to pray a blessing on everyone in Irish. There's the Irish blessing, and then the English translation down below. Not more generous the growing blades of grass, nor the grains of sand on the shore, nor the dewdrops I can't speak. Dewdrops on the pasture be the blessings of the King of Grace on every soul that was, that will be, or that is. Beautiful. Dewdrops. Blah, blah, blah. It's been a long day. Anyway, but this has a sort of modified, simplified daily prayer, morning and evening. And I think a Compline in here as well, which is sort of the night prayer. So that's kind of what it is. So the Liturgy of the Hours is mostly recitation of the Psalms, which I love because they're just so honest, right? This is actually the Book of Daily Prayer. This is a longer Psalter and such. By the way, just as another, oh, well, here, I'll just kind of show you what this looks like here. So you can see it's actually, instead of just a 1 week cycle, it's got week 1 here, and then it goes through. So there's different weeks. Just as another little aside, this is another great book of theirs, the Glenstall Book of Icons, which is actually praying with the beautiful iconography that you can find in around the world, but also at the Abbey. Look at this beautiful one here. A meditation on the icon of the Tender Mother of God.
Is that a new subscriber?
Oh, still well. Thank you. Thank you for that resubscription. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I appreciate that so much. PC. No, sorry, I said it wrong. PFC Stillwell. Thank you so much. Like I said, I can't talk tonight. Thank you so much for 3 months subscribing. This is all the resubscriptions today. Thank you so much for doing that. Well, I was just sharing a little bit, kind of show and tell here. So I'm just about done here, but I wanted to show, that's right, Animate Barrel? So those books are great. Fantastic books if you are interested in just, oh no, hey, oh, you've been sick for 3 months. That's terrible. No worries, Stillwell. No worries whatsoever. I was just sharing, and I'll kind of wrap this up here, but I wanted to share something kind of cool with you. So I was sharing, I'm Catholic. I'm actually discerning being a deacon. And so I was sharing this prayer. It's a really cool prayer. It's just scripture. It's just reading the Psalms and some prayers like the Our Father, and it's a really neat thing. But one of the things is that there are some books. There's a 4-volume set, which they're like, each one is like this thick, which is actually sort of the proper for Liturgy of the Hours right now. And there's a new translation in the works, but it's been since basically like the 70s. That's sort of the version that the sort of the whole church prays. And then there's a 1-volume set, which is just simply called, usually referred to in the United States anyways, as Christian prayer, which I think is kind of funny because it's Liturgy of the Hours, but it's just morning and evening prayer, essentially. So I still want to get the 4-volume set, because we haven't ever owned that, which is funny. But I've got this set that I'm kind of working on. This is what I wanted to share. It's so nerdy. I love it. So you guys, I got the cliff notes exactly right. So, Stillwell, I want to hear. I'm hoping you're feeling better. By the way, so I got this 1-volume set that I'm using right now, and it was actually kind of fun to do little things to sort of customize it. So first of all, here's the book. Okay, it's in this leather, and it's super dorky, but I actually took a label maker, and instead of this kind of gold leaf sort of thing that just says Christian prayer, I'm like, well, but it actually is the Liturgy of the Hours, so I might as well, put this sort of label up there. I kind of thought the cover, the font didn't look that nice anyways. On the side there where it said the same thing here. I don't know if it's gonna get in focus. I put a label maker, and then it just says, Liturgy of the Hours, morning and evening prayer. So that was just a little thing I did. One thing is, it's got this kind of, it's got a zipper on it. The thing is, I don't know why. It's just this sort of very standard plain cross here, and I actually want to replace this with something else. But what I really wanted to show you, okay, so once you unzip this, right, and it's got a lovely sort of gold shimmer, right, to the pages. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if it's gonna pick up per se. I don't know. Does that? show? I don't know if that actually shows. Oh yeah, there you go. See that? It's gold. Okay. So there's a couple of things going on here. A nerd. Exactly, Animate Barrel. Exactly. I'm a nerd. How did you know? Stillwell is now finding this. I'm just a nerd about this stuff, you know? So what I actually want to do is get a medal of Saint Benedict, which is pretty cool. I'd like to get that on and put that on there, which has a cross in it, but so much more. Anyway, so Liturgy of the Hours, but this is why there's these apps and stuff, because even this one volume, for one prayer, you pretty much use every single one of these ribbons to find what you're using for, right? Thanks, Anime Pharaoh. Maybe I'll do a stream on this at some point. This is kind of a handy little thing. St. Joseph Guide for Christian Prayer, Liturgy of the Hours. This is actually a nice little thing, basically used. You're a nerd. Where's the unsubscribe button? BFC still says. Nice. I like that. There. I don't know. I think it actually thought that that you were being mean to me, so it didn't say it. So I've got this little prayer card here, and then which is actually a pretty nice little prayer for vocations there. But anyway, here we go. So we got this, which tells you what pages to go to for the different days. It's sort of like a little cheat sheet. You don't need it, but it does help. And otherwise, usually what I do is I just go online. I know still well. I just go online and I find the pages if I'm ever trying to figure it out. But so like here's the thing. So this, for example, this green page here, this is like the start of it. So Tuesday morning prayer. So you can see it kind of goes through. I mean, maybe I will have to show this in more depth at some point. This is it starts with the reading there because we're in the season of Advent. Happy New Year for the church, by the way. So you actually flip to this other ribbon here, this blue one, to actually, well, here it's on the Monday evening. Let me turn the page there, get it ready for tomorrow. That's actually the start for morning prayer there, and then the actual Psalms, which you would read first. So you're actually bouncing around. And then there's this thing called the ordinary here, ordinary, which actually explains the outline. For example, the start of the day, you would actually do this invitatory. But it actually explains there, that's how you start morning prayer. God, come to my assistance. Lord, make haste to help me. So anyway, there's all these things, and you flip back and forth, and then in this ordinary, it'll also show certain canticles, certain scripture that you would read at different parts of the day all the time. So what I did is I put them in the start here. I made some cards, and I want to share those with you real quick. So these cards, I found somewhere someone was sharing these cards that they had for their own prayer, and I thought those look really cool, and I couldn't find them anywhere online, so I made these. I just I actually designed them myself and printed them out on nice cardstock. So the first is a two-sided. This is how you start the morning prayer with the invitatory. So what the invitatory is, like the first prayer of the day that you do, you start with this, and this is the this, and then usually Psalm 95, which I'll show you in a minute because I have that here too. But you would start the day by saying, Lord, open my lips, and you cross your lips and you say, and my mouth will proclaim your praise. And then for the evening prayer, then, so if you did this in morning prayer, right, the evening prayer would be, God, come to my assistance, Lord, make haste to help me. And then and right, this is all scriptural, right? And so then the invitatory, then you would have Psalm 95. So here's Psalm 95, so I don't have to switch and find it. I just use this. And then in morning prayer, you also pray the Canticle of Zechariah, right? It's coming from Luke, Gospel of Luke. So here's the Canticle of Zechariah. So I made that. And then in evening prayer, you pray the Canticle of Mary, otherwise known as the Magnificat, also from Luke. My soul proclaims the greatest Lord. Of course, this is a quote from elsewhere in Scripture, but yeah. So then I made this, and on the back, this is how you conclude your morning and evening prayer. May the Lord bless us, protect us from all evil, and bring us to everlasting life. Amen. So anyway, I love this. I like making these. I had a lot of fun. I really shamelessly copied the ideas that I thought were awesome from the ones that I was looking at, and then I just altered it to fit what I thought was cool. So I did a first round kind of like on my own, and I'm like, I didn't really like how it turned out. So I made those. Anyway, I thought it was cool. These are the things that I do sometimes, which, again, just because I'm a nerd, I love stuff like this. There's something about the tactile feel of a book, and of course having the ribbons and flipping through and everything. It's really nice. And you know, I'm so quick, especially lately. I was so quick to grab my phone first thing in the morning. It's nice to grab this prayer book first thing in the morning, you know, and it really does help me to ease into my day and ease out of my day. It's been wonderful. So I want to share that with you. I don't know if you found that interesting at all, but it's something that I care about, and I realized I need to share more passions. I felt a little bit dry in terms of inspiration for streaming. Not that I don't want to stream, but in terms of what to stream, I haven't really been excited, actually, to be honest, about video games in general for a little bit. Like, I tried to play some stuff on my own, and I was kind of bouncing around a little bit, and this was last night, and I don't know, I was like, it's all right. I had this horrible realization reading somebody posting about the fact that their Super Nintendo suddenly no longer could process Mode 7. And apparently this is a thing now. So we're seeing like video games, you know, the stuff that I collect, the stuff that, I mean, you know, granted I have the mini over here, but I've got the real one right below it. Well, you can kind of see a little bit right there. And this like horror that I thought, like, these things that I kind of hoped, despite knowing better, would last forever, you know, they aren't going to last forever. And it's kind of got me thinking I want to just go back to some older stuff. But then for streaming, the older stuff doesn't seem to be as interesting to most of the people that follow me. So I'm kind of stuck in this awkward in between. So anyway, but that's a whole other topic. I'm still curious if what you thought of me sharing that Liturgy of the Hours book, if that was cool. What is Mode 7? Oh, an excellent question. Mode 7 is a particular effect of the Super Nintendo, which it was one of, I think it was part of the processor, and it was one of the distinctive features and selling points, in fact, of the Super Nintendo. It was part of the it was used in the sort of tech demo initial lineup of games. In fact, you may not realize this, but F-Zero as a game was actually designed to showcase the use of Mode 7. So in games before, like, for example, Rad Racer, which I've streamed before, and I love Rad Racer. Thank you, Stillwell. That's I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love it. You know, and the thing is, it's like there's something that just it's very grounding. Just kind of, you know, there's something very concretely helpful about these things. But thank you so much, Stillwell. So yeah, Mode 7, back in Rad Racer, you would see the car as a single sprite, and then everything else was a sprite that was changing and giving the illusion of depth, that you were driving through some kind of area and into the distance. But it was actually just sprites. They were just changing rapidly and changing in size. The Super Nintendo actually introduced sprite scaling, which was not something you saw in Rad Racer. Instead, you actually just saw sprites changing. But sprite scaling would be like what you see in Yoshi's Island, when the big bosses would suddenly enlarge and their pixels would get huge, right? You'll know it when you see it. You probably are already thinking of a game where that happens, where it's like, here's a boss, and then they zoom in, and like the pixels that were, this tiny, all of a sudden are like this tiny on the screen. That's sprite scaling. But Mode 7 actually allowed for a 2D map to be created. So it would be like a flat map, like a top-down map. And then it would allow for a camera to go over that map and around and scale everything in real time. So basically, F-Zero, think about that. You're on a track, you're on a top, if you look top down, you see the track, but you're seeing it from the side, and the camera angle is moving, and you're seeing objects that appear flat, coming at you in different angles depending on how you're driving. Well, same thing in Mario Kart. So if you haven't played F-Zero much, it's the same technology in Super Mario Kart. But that whole thing, that whole technology, I would have just assumed was baked into every Super Nintendo and it'd be no issue. Apparently, it's failing on some Super Nintendos. Another example of a game that used Mode 7, and this is where I first heard about it from somebody who noticed that this was not working correctly. In A Link to the Past, Super Nintendo, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, you turn on the game and the Triforce, the three parts of the Triforce rotate towards the screen. That's Mode 7. You sounded like me when I talk about teaching drumline. Most people think it's cool, but my delivery and passion puts them off. Keep nerding out. Oh my gosh, no. When you have a passion for something, I think it's a great thing. Oh, the other day, I did a test, like a personality test thing. We were talking about this. It was like a four things on a quadrant. I ended up getting phlegmatic. Okay, so it was very interesting. It's this temperament test. Anyway, we were doing this, and I like these different things. I kind of find them helpful. Obviously you take them with like a grain of salt and everything, but right, Animate Barrel, I love it. But part of my personality, I this is something when I've done, Clifton Strength Finders, when I've done like the Enneagram, the Myers-Briggs, all these and well-respected things. There's a common theme, and what was kind of cool in this particular thing, this test, which I hadn't done before, I wasn't familiar with. It had 4 temperaments, and it actually mentioned a characteristic which is true in all of the other tests that I've taken. And let me see if I can find where that is here. Yeah. It says their talkativeness can be annoying. That just stuck out with me. So, and it's very similar to the. Okay, let's see here. Hold on a second. They're imaginative and like to think abstractly. Where's the thing? There's a thing in here. It was a great summary, and I just can't find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. They have an incredible skill to gather facts, classify them into different categories, and then see the relationship between seemingly contradicting elements. Essentially, it is the ability to read between the lines. Phlegmatic men and women don't do very well at memorizing separate, unrelated facts. True. For me, anyway. They grow bored and annoyed. I don't really grow bored, but I do lose the plot. Which, by the way, often when I'm learning a video game, right? Have you ever noticed me like zone out on a tutorial? It's because like I need the big picture. Don't show me. Don't like direct me. Especially in mobile games, don't just take my hand and say, "Oh, click this button." I'm like, I'm never going to remember to click that button again. Tell me why I'm doing any of this, and then I'll get it. Anyway, see, I'm getting annoyed already just even thinking about a potential example of this. To be excited by the process, they need to be able to generalize. So true. Anyway, that was the thing. Also just point out there, I just thought this was kind of funny because the big bold line here that comes next is it's all about the estrogen. We got a little chuckle about that when we were chatting about that at the table. My mother-in-law, by the way, got it's all about the testosterone. So we're like, this is weird. But anyway, but apparently predominantly phlegmatic people are predominantly, however, phlegmatic people are predominantly females is the sentence that I was trying to interpret there. Anyway, it's just kind of an interesting little test that I did. I don't know if it's particularly accurate or effective. I mean, really, it was just very few little questions, so it was not a lot. But if you're interested in it, I'll go ahead and throw this link up here. I'm sure there's some ads or whatnot, but if you'd like, here you go. That's the test, and let me know what you get. I'd be curious to know. Might be interesting. So anyway, all right. Well, that is a whole lot of just chatting because I love chatting. I just need to do more just chatting with people. That's what I need to do. I love this. But I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna change gears here. 3, 2, 1, boom. Boom. Did that glitch out for you, or is it just on my end? I gotta go back and watch. I feel like that thing is... My stinger transition's been glitching out a lot lately. It appears. Anyway. Minecraft. Yes, that's what we said we were gonna play. Let's go to single player. Go to Manalandia. And play the selected world. And we'll see. But yeah, I'm super disappointed, in I'm hopeful, but not optimistic, that with the Switch's success, the Switch predecessor will use the same library as the Switch. I hope that's the case. The reason I hope that is because, well, frankly, the Steam library that I've acquired seems more valuable to me in many ways at the moment than my Switch library. Now, granted, I have physical copies of Switch games, and I know that has more value than a digital copy. But at the same time, does it? Because if I don't play those games, and I have a back catalog way too long at this point, then it's just the same as having a digital copy. Only these take up space, and maybe at some point they're going to not work any longer, Where the Steam library has been going with me now for whatever, over a decade, and appears to continue to go forward. And so that's why, again, I'm kind of interested in this Steam Deck and the Steam ecosystem. But we will see. Hey, I might be able to play Minecraft. I might be able to play Minecraft Dungeons, because I really want to play Minecraft Dungeons. I think that'd be super cool. If you have not yet played the Minecraft Dungeons arcade game, oh my gosh, so good. I don't know, have either of you played that? And still, well, by the way, I know you said that you were sick for 3 months, which is just, that's no fun. That's no fun at all. I hope that you are doing considerably better. That would be very good indeed. I don't know if you answered that before or not, but yeah, I hope you're doing better. Hope that things are good. Hope that everything's on the up and up and on the mend. I don't know if it's purely luck. Nada. What?
Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, Mana.
I sure did. Not a crafty username coming on in here. All the resubs. I love all of you. Just so kind. Nada. 66 months. Can you believe it? Nada has been here since the beginning and has just been such a huge support. And I honestly just don't even, I don't know. Do I deserve any of this? I don't. So great. Thank you so much. Hey, and the stickers are making sounds now. Nada and I actually met when I was playing Minecraft. So remember those good old days? It's been a while since I've played Minecraft, but I started recently playing more of it. And right now I'm just exploring this cave, or this mineshaft, abandoned mineshaft. Hopefully just getting some materials here, and then I'm looking for diamonds, ultimately. This seems like a dangerous thing to do. I hear sounds like water. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Hey! Animate Bro with the 66 months, just like hype indeed. I love that. And oh yes, the Rocket League days as well. Not a crafty username. That's right. Yeah, that's right. It was like Minecraft and Rocket League. We should play some Rocket League. That would be good. But yes, 66 months hype. Thank you so much. Not a crafty username. How are you doing? And then, by the way, Animate Burrow also apparently likes this survey assessment test. Cool. Did you get an answer? Do you want to share? If anyone wants to take this little test, this was just a little short test. There's a link on the page. You have to go to here we go, 4 temperament test. I guess I'll just get you the direct link here. That might be more useful. That's the actual link there if you want to follow that. I'm not saying anything about the quality of this website, but it is, this is what I used, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I remember the beta. I hopped on Minecraft a week or so and had no idea what happened. Nada says, wow. And yes, by the way, had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. And then importantly, I don't want to miss this. I'm going to pull this up here. So Stillwell says, oh man, I'm fine now, but it was a bummer. So apparently Stillwell caught a cold, which turned out to be bronchitis, which turned into pneumonia. Holy moly, yeah. And pneumonia is no laughing matter. That is serious stuff. And that progression, boy, when stuff like that hits, I can only imagine you were knocked out. But it sounds like you're doing better now. That is so good. I'm so glad to hear that. So glad. Oh, nice, Nada. Nice. And Animate Rose says, it's a strengths assessment. I'd have to pull my answers, but I recall I got a strong sense of right and wrong, along with a lack of pretense. Oh, wait. Hold on. Am I missing something? What? Was this a different test that you're trying to tell me about? Oh, it must be is it the Strengths Finder, Animate Burrow, or did I miss something? It's a neat survey assessment test too, or are you talking about the 4 temperaments one? I don't know. If it's the 4 temperaments one, it's the 4 temperaments there. Are the sanguine, phlegmatic, choleric, and melancholic. Those are from your Strengths Finder. Gotcha. Okay. I don't know if you shared something and maybe it just didn't poke through, but I'm not seeing a message from you with any answers or any more info on that. So that's interesting. I don't know if maybe you posted like a block of text. Maybe it was too long for Twitch, which sometimes happens. Stillwell says, knocked out? Nah, dude, I was messed up and working. Too many people at my job call out for no reason, and I need to afford pre-K. Oh, man. Dude, with pneumonia. What a trooper. Holy moly. Well, kudos to you. I tend to be a wimp with that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, yes, thank you. I did not see that. Here we go. Oh, right on. Okay. I'm going to take this one too. Activate your strengths. Why do character strengths matter? They are the positive parts of your personality that make you feel authentic and engaged. Huzzah! I wonder how this connects with the Clifton Strengths Finder. Have you ever done those? That's the one I'm familiar with, but I want to look at this. So yeah, I'm bookmarking that for later. Should be good. Anywho, I hear water, and I have this, or it's lava. It's either lava or water. It might be lava. That's lava. You know what I might start doing? I'm gonna dig down. Why? No good reason. Oh, is that bedrock? I hit bedrock, y'all. Lava is just spicy water. Oh yeah, so you should definitely check out the Clifton Strengths Finder. Okay, I'm apparently at bedrock, so you know, that's a thing. Oh jeez, oh boy. Wait a minute. Don't panic. Don't panic. Wait, what's the button to panic? Panic. How do I? Where's the thing? I need the stuff. I need the cobblestone. Oh gosh. Is lava just slowly? Ooh. Actually, I'm gonna leave that. It's kind of cool. Hey, ground time. Panicking. Yeah, not a. As I'm telling myself, don't panic, don't panic. What am I doing? I'm panicking. Hey, thank you so much, ground time. Welcome on in. Lovely to have you here. My name is Mana. I'm an E for Everyone family-friendly variety streamer with a focus on Nintendo, retro on original hardware, and indie titles. And actually got my start playing Minecraft. And it's been a hot minute since I've played this game, so I'm back at it. I am very rusty. And as you could probably tell, I'm panicking over little things like, oh, wait, how do I actually get into my inventory again as I'm trying to spam tab? That didn't work. So, oh, there we go.
Hello.
Animate Barrel saying, welcome, new friend. Animate Barrel is always so good about welcoming people. Sort of an unofficial welcome crew. Feed the lava some wheat, good for the bones. I only have 2 wheat left. I suppose I could give one wheat. 1 wheat. Here we go. Oh, that's okay. Clearly, I'm still pushing the wrong buttons. Hold on. Let's see if I go like this. Hey, we did a thing. Success. All right. Ground time. Is this a server or a single player world? Currently, I'm actually on just a single player world. But I do play on a server, or I have played on a server. I've been a little, oh, hello, a little lax on it. Oh, look at all these cool things. I got a name tag right on, and glowberries. So yeah, I am. Oh, you know, I'm sorry. I just now put together, possibly. Well, so on my title, I think it says everything except that it's single player. I think it's, but it is a Java edition version on PC with just the vanilla installation, no mods or anything like that. Come on, I keep pushing the wrong button again. I'm like way rusty just from a short while of playing. I'm just sort of like remembering the gameplay. That's what I'm doing right now. Have you played this game a lot, Ground Time? Are you a big fan? What do you like to play? Pixel Knight rises from the ground looking like a dirt monster, but after I spit out some dirt, just covered in dirt, well, I'm never trusting a zookeeper again. Oh my gosh. Animate Rail saying, Pixel Knight, I was thinking of you earlier. We were talking about how much we enjoy hearing about people's passions. Oh my gosh, yeah. There is somebody who, yeah, talk about passions. Talk about passions indeed. So I want this name tag. I kind of want all this stuff, actually. And I've got 4 diamonds here, which just seems like a bad idea. I got to figure out a way out of here. Yeah, I usually play on servers with other people and make cool stuff together. Nice. Do you tend to play in survival? Or are you more like a creative builder? I've always been impressed with people who mostly play in survival and are super creative and build a lot. Just seems like that extra challenge that isn't necessary. But I give you my respect. Anything here? Oh, wait a minute. Kind of interesting. Oh. Honestly, I'm a little creeped out right now. Oh gosh. There we go. Okay. Oh, and I am out of... Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on a second. Let's do this. Let's put some stuff... Oh, diamonds! Diamonds! That's what I needed! That was the whole thing I needed. And now I have torches, too. And I've got bread. Oh, my gosh. And a golden apple. This, my friends, is a good feeling. A very good feeling. That's awesome. Oops. Why can't I pick that? Oh, I can't pick that up because I have stuff in my inventory. A derp. Let's do that. And then let's pick that up. Okay. So, those are creepers. I don't know if you can see that. There's... Oh, no. Animate World trying to get my attention, but there's creepers. There's creepers. Oh, this seems like a bad thing. Okay. Evil guy. Hey. Oh, and Otaku Dude Japan. Man, I didn't know you were going live. PFC Stillwell. On a better note, it's my oldest son's 4th birthday today. Happy birthday to them. And Scooter's here as well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Scooter, heyo. And Animate Braille says, okie dokie, artichokes, heading to bed. You have a lovely, lovely night. Hey, and Pixel Knight got their SD card. And when you feed the lava, luck is always near. Nada says, oh my gosh, I'm actually thrilled. I am thrilled. I am tickled pink. So, I got to figure out what to do here. Let's put like blocks in here. I'll need some cobblestone, but I'll put like the rest of that in there. Yeah. Put that back in. I don't need the dirt. Okay. So I'm going to put those there because it's like that, you know, it'd be nice to grab that again. But let me go grab some stuff from that other chest. I'm going to just leave those creepers be for a moment. And I think the other chest was just right over here, if I remember. No. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So here's the chest where I wanted to grab that. And I think I'm also going to take the chest itself. Scooter, how are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? We've got some new folks here, which has been really cool. Thank you again, Ground Time, for that follow. And thank you to everyone who's resubbed today. It's been awesome. Oh, I don't have room for that because I'm foolish. Okay, hold on a second. Is it this way? I think. Yeah, here it is. Go over here. I'm like super nervous. I kind of want to put, nope, not that. I kind of want to put that chest that I have. Wait, minecart with chest as a thing? Okay. Maybe I'll just put it in here. What? There we go. Let's put I don't know what to put in here, honestly. I guess we'll put the cobblestone, the furnace, and the crafting bench for now. I'll go back and grab that other stuff. And still creepers. And I should probably eat some bread. Evil Guy, when's the last time you played Minecraft before this? Only a few weeks, but man, am I rusty. Like, seriously rusty. Like, completely. Oh, hello. That's a miner. That's a miner 49er. Woo, woo. Okay. Well, we accomplished this. Oh, man. Otaku Dude Japan, One Piece is real. But two pieces aren't. Which one's the real one? Mike Tron, everyone is here. I know, right? Fantastic. I don't know why I'm getting all this stuff. Like, I don't think I need any of it, to be honest. Hello. The bat scared me. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. Okay. All right, there's that. Yeah, so it's so good. Pixel Knight says, if I can get my camera to turn on, I swear if it's broke somehow right now when I get an SD card right. Nada says, that's a new creature to me. Yes, I believe that is the it's a new effect, which is kind of a little wild. It's villagers that can be corrupted, if I'm not mistaken. That's what we got going on. So I guess he's like a miner, but a miner zombie. Anyway, I mean, look at this. This is kind of wild here. So I played this a few weeks ago, but the thing is, aha! Wow! Huzzah! Huzzah! Where is it? Right there! Right there! Right there! Right there! Oh yeah! Do the happy dance! Do the happy dance! Do the happy dance! Do the happy... I don't know what I'm doing. All right. They changed how getting diamonds work now. Oh, did they now? All right, everybody. Can we get some hype in the chat? Oh, jeez. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, not right now. No, not like this. 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 Whoa! My heart can't take it. My heart can't take it. Oh, man. Whew. Okay. Oh, be still my heart. Oh, man. Oh, saints preserve us. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Ah. Why can't I pick up this torch that's right here? Do I have to put something like... There we go. Okay. And then I'll go like that. Okay. Minecraft the jump scare simulator. Oh, my gosh. Tell me about it. So true. Okay, let's go back to where it's semi-safe. But we've got diamonds for days, which means we could make a diamond pickaxe, but really, I just want to keep going, finding more diamonds so that we can maybe get a full set of gear. Okay, so this is where... All right, this is where I was. Oops, hold on. I gotta remember where stuff is now. Was it this way? No. Ooh, this is different. Okay, not there. Was it here? Let's get the sword ready. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. Okay, where? Oh, man. I forgot Minecraft is stressful. Yes, Iron Rusty. Boy, is it ever. How are you doing? Everybody is here. Everybody just showed up. I love it. Okay, this is where I was. So this is... not where I want to be just at the moment. Oops. Oh, man. Evil guy, how are you tonight? Hopefully having a good one. All right, so there are creepers over there, but I've got a chest here. Oh, don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I've got... Man. I'm like, do I... Yeah. Shoot. I've got decisions to make, my friends. Okay, well, one thing, my gold armor is still holding up at the moment. I'm gonna run in for this guy. Oh my gosh. Is that a witch? I can't tell if that's a witch or a zombie. I don't know what it is, actually. It's a zombie. Okay. Actually, you can blow up if you want. Go ahead. Yeah, that worked. It was an easy way to... There we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I got stuck in a cobweb. Yeah, somehow, miraculously, my gold armor is still doing okay. Ay. All right. That was fun. I wouldn't recommend doing that again, but it happened. Okay. Whew. Just pick up the entire minecart, duh. Well, right? That's what I want to do. I don't know. I've got stuff everywhere. I feel like maybe I don't need... Like, I don't know what stuff is really important. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make some more... I'm going to make some more torches real quickly. I can just finish up the coal. Put those in there. That'll help. But I am lacking coal right now. Oh my gosh. This is too much. This is too much, everybody. I'm like stressing out over here. Gotten diamonds, though, so that's a good thing. But man, oh man. So yeah, what about you? Evil Guy asks. I was playing Mario Kart earlier and realized Yoshi's Circuit is really difficult on 200cc. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, it is actually. I remember that's kind of a wild one. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Yeah. I have been enjoying just chatting and sharing some things that I'm passionate about. And that's been real cool. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to take this furnace. We're going to go ahead and plunk that down here. Oh, but I used up all my coal. Wait, but I can... Hold on. How does this work? No. It's got to be full logs, doesn't it? Shoot, so I need some coal. I don't think gunpowder works, right? No. Okay. Well, boogers. Okay. Yeah, I saw you were streaming Minecraft and I was like, "Oh, snap." You're like, it's going to be pretty wild. That is exactly what you can expect. Oh, hello. Hello. Let's hold on. Let's try and get in here. And then we can go in here. There we go. Whew. Look at all these cobwebs. Man. There's some lava there, so I got to be a little bit careful. Yeah. I'm feeling like this could go very, very poorly. Okay. So I don't like playing this game by myself. It's too scary, Evil Guy says. I know what you mean, man. I totally know what you mean. I'm right there with you. I do enjoy streaming it, though, for that reason. And yeah, I've had my jump scare today, I'll tell you. Yeah. Let's see. I think I need a stack of cobble. Actually, yeah, no, I'll stick with this. So many great people here. I love it. I don't like playing the game by myself. Scooter says, really? Scooter, do you enjoy playing this by yourself? Boop. And that. And then, oops. There we go. Is this not cobble? Oh, it is cobble. Okay. Wow, it gets really tricky. There we go. Can I like get under there, sneak under? Sort of, not really. Okay, I got it. I guess I have to do it this way. But I kind of like having the lava there to give me some light. So maybe I'll just do this. There we go. All right, and then what's down this way, huh? Seems dangerous and spooky. Oh, and completely irrelevant. Not a Crafty says, good night, man. I'm getting a bit late for me. No worries. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was really fun. And yes, this week I just put out there that it's an unscheduled week. So what I've been doing, and you're more than welcome to follow this, is on Twitter. I've got my thread for the month. So I have a November thread, and if you find that, that is what I put all of my going live alerts on. And so the point of it is so that you can just follow that or like it, and then you'll get alerts when I post an update in that thread. I've been doing it to try to cut down on just spam in Twitter. So far, nobody's complained. Nobody's said that they would prefer the other way. I know there are many people who just didn't care about those going live updates. So this hopefully has cut down on some of the spam for their timelines. So, but you're more than welcome to follow that, and then you'll know this week, especially when I do go live. So that's a good trick for you if you're interested. And thank you so much for the 66 months of subscribing. I really, truly appreciate that Not a Crafted username. And for all of your support and just your kindness since the very beginning. It's been such a gift. So thank you. And do good and be well, all right? And yes, Scooter. Yes, tomorrow, I retweeted this. There is a new trailer coming out, which has me very excited. The new Super Mario Brothers trailer is going to be revealed tomorrow. Nintendo's YouTube has it as a premiere. I don't know what time I will be able to watch it. I forget the time. I think, wasn't it like 2 p.m. Pacific? It was something somewhat strange, I remember. Anyway, oh, there goes my axe. There goes my axe. Okay, I don't know what that accent was supposed to be, but it was an accent. It was an accident of an accent. All right, up we go here. Back to here. And what could we put in places? I guess let's grab this. We're sort of like setting up a base without a base. I don't know. It's me, Mario. Chris Pratt voice. There we go. It's me, Mario. I don't know if that wasn't quite there. I hope any interviews are better than that Chris Pratt one did. Are you talking about the one that they did during the Nintendo Direct? You know what? People give him flack, but I feel like, I didn't take it as a sign he wasn't a fan of Mario. I took it as a sign that he just, was kind of forgetting some of the details, It happens. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Okay, what am I making? I'm going to make I don't know what I'm going to make, actually. Pratt, I love my childhood days stomping Koopas. Exactly, right? Yeah, no, I knew exactly what you're talking about. Mannequin voice Can VC voice act, right? Chris Pratt. Nada says I'm still gonna watch it. Oh yeah. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I'm optimistic even. So just saying. Just saying. Okay, what see, I just frankly I don't know. I guess I don't need any of this stuff, to be honest. I kind of feel like with 8 diamonds, I should probably make a diamond pickaxe so that I can make obsidian, right? Yeah, because we wanna get somewhere. So I'm gonna make bing. Hey, this is from my nephew. This is for you. I'm making a diamond pickaxe. Bing. Diamond pickaxe. Now the next thing to do. Helmet? I've got enough. No, I don't think that's the thing to do. We will find out. But I think, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've got pretty decent armor at the moment. You know, it's still working, still doing this stuff. I need coal. Man, that's what I need. I need coal badly. Hey, Bill, I could just could do this and then get that bread. That helps. I think. Oh, hello. It's funny. It just goes a couple of feet there. Anyway, Mike Tron says, I have a feeling Chris is going for the Lou Albino Mario voice. Yeah. I don't know. How do you say his last name? I don't know. I love those Mario games with all that plumbing and such, Iron Rusty says. I meant to say voice, not sure why I said VC. Hey, that's fine. That's fine, Evil Guy. Okay. I get you now. I get you. And Nada says, Charlie Day and Jack Black are going to steal the entire movie, in my opinion. Well, and I really think that Peel, right? Peel is the voice of Toad. I think he's going to be really good too, Nada. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I suspect a lot of laughs. Gold enchanted armor is best. Don't question it, Evil Guy says. All right. Oh, I love the 93 Mario movie, even though it's a bad movie, Scooter says. Same here. Also goes for Mortal Kombat, Mike Tron says. Hope he goes with the Mario CD-ROM voice instead. I need to play that still. I've got Hotel Mario. Like, I could bust that out. That'd be pretty fun. But I haven't done it yet. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't want... Can I do that? There we go. Okay. That's fine. Except, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab some cobblestone. I need to get out of here. That's the thing. I need probably... I mean, my stone pickaxe is almost gone. I think what I'm going to do is take my sticks, which I knew they were there somewhere. So disorganized right now. And I'm going to make another iron pick. And then that way I can hopefully make it to the top. Let's see, I only have one thing left. Yikes, that's not good. Okay, well, that's all right, though. I'm going to lose some stuff here soon. I'm going to start mining up, I think is what I want to do. Does that make any sense at all? Not really, but I'm going to do it. And hope that I don't die. Like, again, this makes very little sense, but I'm going to do it. So, I'm like at bedrock, I'm pretty sure, right? I'm at bedrock. I should probably just use this mine like normally, but I'm gonna do this. Does the vanilla version have waystones? I'm going to say no, but maybe that's an update. I've never encountered them. I don't even know what they are. I guess you must play the Java edition mostly, right? Because not Java, the Bedrock version. I've actually never... Oh, diamonds! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We just got diamonds again. This is our lucky day, I'm telling you. This is a... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Set to go. Can we get some hype in the chat for this? More diamonds? Like, are you kidding me? What? Oh, this is a good thing. Oh, this is a good stream. Some good stuff. Something good in the air. Oh man, had a good dinner. Oh, with my family, we took our photo for Christmas cards today. Went and saw a tree lighting, which was really quite nice. We had some good comfort food from one of our favorite little restaurants. So it was my parents and Ms. Mana Sprout and me. It was a lot of fun. All right, well, that was cool. More diamonds. Huzzah, diamonds, Iron Rusty says. Okay. Charlie Day and Jack Black do seem pretty good, but Chris Pratt, I still think his Mario is the worst choice, Pixel Knight says. Scooter says, unless you're talking about Mortal Kombat Annihilation, yeah, that's bad. Nada says, it's an experience, man. A good one? I wouldn't go that far. That's fair. I mean, the worst choice compared to other actors, not to be mean to Chris Pratt, he's a good actor, but I feel like he's one of the most generic actors out there. Oh, yeah, I agree with you, Artemana. Keegan-Michael Key, not Peele, Key from Key and Peele. Key will steal the show as Toad too. I'm sort of with Chris Pratt. You know, he's
A
been
raid
a lot of...
has just been initiated. All high-rank personnel, please report to the front desk to start the welcoming transmission.
Ooh, hooray! We've been raided. Welcome on in. Memory Martin with the raid. Hello, how are you doing, friend? Welcome. Let's go ahead and let's get a shout out here. Welcome to Memory Martin. Boom. How are you doing, friend? Streaming some Stardew Valley. Oh, I hope you had fun doing that. To everyone who's coming on in, my name's Mana. I'm an E for Everyone family-friendly variety streamer with a focus on Nintendo, retro and original hardware, and indie titles. And I am currently playing some Minecraft, which is pretty fun. And all things considered, we're getting tons of diamonds. So, I mean, it's just good stuff all around, I think. But look at this. We're at 9 diamonds, plus I made a diamond pickaxe. I mean, what is up with that? So, yeah, peace and love raid. Oh, my gosh, Memory Martin, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, shout-outs to Memory Martin, such a wonderful friend of everybody here, and an excellent streamer playing some Pokemon. Really, what I like about Memory Martin is the importance that Memory Martin puts on promoting awareness around autism. I think it's a really important thing and something that Memory Martin does extremely well. Very charismatic, very engaging with people, loves to connect with people. The streaming is just a vehicle to that end for Memory Martin. You can really tell, you know, Memory Martin's prime goal is the connection, which I think is an admirable thing. So Memory Martin, thank you so much for all you do. Yeah, how was the stream? Awesome Secretary of Mana too. That's right. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, we got... Is that lava? I hear stuff and I'm worried. But I'm not dead yet. But I should probably top off. Yeah, how was it? Or it's water. I actually can't tell if that's lava or... I think that's water. Oops. I think it's water, which is better than leva. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh gosh. I have a bad feeling about that. Is that creeper gonna come up here? Oh, you know it's gonna happen, right? You know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. Oh gosh. Oh man. Hey, well, that wasn't so bad. Where am I? I don't recognize. Y'all make me blush. Okay, this is. I'm gonna move to this so that's a little bit easier for people to see. Hopefully, this is interesting. This is intriguing. I'm in this like cavern area, which, I mean, I don't love. Let me put a torch near my exit here just so that I. Oh, do I have any? Oh shoot, I'm out of torches. Oh, this is not good. I need coal. But darn it, I just can't seem to come across any. Yeah, I don't feel good about this. I don't like this. Like I need to be able to see. Okay, I mean, I think I'm gonna. It's sort of silly, I know, but I'm gonna kind of like keep going this way. Just basically as if, right? Does this make sense? Like I'm doing my normal, my normal digging as if, but I can't see. Ah, this is good, man. I have a confession. Iron Rusty says, "What? Coal would probably be safer collecting up top, but I can't. I need to find some." Metal Ryan Cluster with the hey. How's it going, Metal Ryan? How are you doing? There's another thing I could do. Iron Rusty's hooked on the Ocarina of Time randomizer. That was super cool, dude. Right on. No, that's good. It's good. Iron Rusty says you're a star, MM. Okay, well, I don't really know what to do right now. I think I need to make another. Well, no. I think maybe I could take a few of these. Actually, I don't really need all of these. That will get me at least some torches. Right? Yeah, that helps. Yeah, let's do that. I don't need this one here. Okay, let's do this. That helps. Then, I don't know. 6 torches is not going to get me very far. Oh, I don't like this. Ay. I a little just popping in to say hi because I got to go to bed. No worries. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hello. Hope that you are doing extremely well. Thank you for doing that. Do good and be well. All right, I little. You take care. Bro, why are you using gold armor? You don't? Don't you know? Gold's the best armor. Why would you not be using... Why would you not be bedecked in gold? This is the question I have for you. When you can look this good... Why would you not be in gold? Gold's the best armor. No questions asked. No thoughts thought. Yes, that's right. But yeah, no, I actually ran. Well, I had many foibles during my play, and alas, I succumbed to my own ineptitude and died within the cavernous walls of a desert temple. I don't recommend this. So, as a result, I'm stuck with this. That's right, Iron Rusty. Look, it's not a coincidence. It's just fact. I probably shouldn't have dug right above my head. That's about as dumb as digging straight down. But in this case, I got lucky. Because iron and diamonds are better and look better, I little says. You're not right. Well, I don't know about look better. I don't know about that. They definitely are better. But no, I unfortunately I died and lost all my iron, and so it was all I had at one point, and so I just went with it. And it's gotten me this far, so I kind of can't complain. But no, it's not what I would have done normally. I'll grant you that. Is this effective? I don't know. I mean, I hope that I end up somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I want to find a nice safe exit. But I have a feeling I'm not going to find that anyway. Ilil says, you died because you didn't have the savior that is the gold armor with you. Yeah, if only I had the gold armor, then that TNT wouldn't have made a difference, Could have withstood all the TNT. What was I thinking? Was that my last? Darn. Okay. I'm going to have to go back and pick up oh man, actually. I'm going to do this. Grab that. Sorry for the awkward running down these. Yep, would not have been a problem. Oh man, what was I thinking? Indeed. Anyway, yeah, it's so good to see all of you tonight. This has been really a fun stream so far. All right, now I'm going to bed because I have jiu-jitsu in the morning. Ooh, fun. Right on. Well, I wish you the best of luck with your jiu-jitsu. And hopefully we'll see you again. I am going to stream some other times during the week. So if you are interested, feel free to follow my Twitter thread. That's where I'll post when I go live and whatnot. So that'll be the thing. Oh, shoot. Where's my... There it is. Okay. But yes, thank you for stopping by. Hey, that's my schedule too, Iron Rusty says. It's unscheduled. But the thing is, it's just... yeah, I mean... sometimes you just can only do what you can do. And this week right now, with everything, I just knew I wasn't going to be able to commit to anything. So I might as well just put an unscheduled stream schedule out and say, hey, check my Twitter. Stay tuned. I'll post stuff. I'll try and be good. I know it's not the best thing. Doesn't make it easy for folks, but that's just where it is this week. So, he is busy. Can you do a 300-hour stream, Metal Ryan asks? Can I or would I? That's the question. Well, can I is probably no, actually. I don't think I can do anything for 300 hours. Let's see, 300 hours. What is 300 hours? 300 hours is... how many days is that? Somebody who's better at math and wants to try it, feel free. Otherwise, I'll think a little more hard about that. It's possible. Easy, Iron Rusty says. What? Leave OBS running. Boom. Easy peasy. That's what it is. I was missing that, Iron Rusty. It's all about just leave OBS running. Boom. You're done. Oh, gosh. No, 300 hours. So see, 300 hours. I guess it's just divided by 24. Would be 12 and a half days. I think, wouldn't you die? Like, how long, how much, okay, hold on. How long can a human live without sleep? Approximately 264 hours. So the longest recorded time without sleep is approximately 264 hours, or just under 11 consecutive days. So basically, no is the answer, my friends. It's a big no. Stream during the day, sleep during the night, rinse and repeat. The 12 and a half days of Christmas. I feel like if sleeping was allowed, I don't know, would I feel comfortable live streaming me sleeping? Okay, this is going to sound like such a weird question, but I'm actually asking a genuine question here. If I streamed like a long stream that was basically like following the life in a day kind of thing, and it included me sleeping, brushing my teeth, stuff like that, would you actually watch or be interested in something like that? Part of why I'm asking is because I don't know if you know this, but Twitch started as Justin TV, where a dude named Justin basically did just that. I mean, that was why the platform was created. Fun fact. So, hey, Ice Faulty, how you doing? What's up? And gifting small streamers $100 if you answer 5 questions. That's all right. Why don't you save your money? I'm sure there's someone that would really, really, really be able to benefit from that. No worries. I appreciate it. I'd rather just hang out and get to know you. Oh, that was a little lag there. Okay. This seems dangerous. But it's not. So moving on. All right. What is this? That's where I met a YouTuber animation team. Really? Okay. Well, as long as everything is appropriate, if you want to ask me some questions, I do allow questions. That is one of the things that I put in my info section. So ask your questions. Again, this is a E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer that you're talking to. So I appreciate things that are appropriate and clean and all that good stuff. Oh, isn't Justin TV what Twitch became? Exactly, Evil Guy. It's what Twitch was, I guess, is a better way to put it. Yeah. It's what became Twitch is yeah, more to the point. There we go. That's what it is. Indeed, they were known, what is this? Oh, they were known as the Bumming Crew, and they did animation. I don't know anything about that, but I feel like we're getting closer to the surface with these things here. All right. Oh, no. All right. It's a math question. 33 times 77. Now, I'm assuming that it is perfectly appropriate for me to cheat. I don't know why, whoever thought, I assume that I can cheat. But I did use a calculator, 2,541. Boom. Thank you to the power of Google. That's the thing. Why would you need to worry in today's day and age, right? I have a bad feeling about this, right? Yeah, Mictron. That's fair. It's fair. All right. I have an Ori Blind Forest and found a quick download called Air, Iron Rusty says. Oh, Air. Yeah. AER. That game looks really good. I have it, and I've wanted to play it for like ages, but I haven't yet. I'll get to it eventually, but I just haven't yet. Are we getting near the surface, perhaps? Perhaps. Seems like we're getting closer. I want to break through. Oof. If you're feeling stressed, play that. You know, that's a good recommendation. All right. I says I'll let that one slide. You can't cheat. Okay. When did the Titanic sink? Ah, no. When? At night. It's at night, right? Darn it. See, if I hadn't asked if I could after it hit the iceberg, Iron Rusty says. Exactly. Kappa. Yeah. That was when. I'll tell you right now, if this is like trivia, I'm so bad at. We were just talking about this. Spoiler alert, Iron Rusty says. We were just talking about this. I did a test. I like personality tests, like the big ones, Myers-Briggs, all that stuff. And not know the year. No, but see that but but the thing is that I did this personality test, and I like, rather than specific info. Let me actually get back to that real quick. Hold on. Let me find it again, because I had it here a moment ago. Let's see. So I go. Okay, here we are. So the personality type on this one inventory says of me, and this has been true in many of the different personality types. It's definitely true for me. My personality type has an incredible skill to gather facts, classify them into different categories, and then see the relationship between seemingly contradicting elements. Essentially, it is the ability to read between the lines. However, this personality type does not do well at memorizing separate, unrelated facts. They grow bored and annoyed. To be excited by the process, they need to be able to generalize. So, like, I can tell you all about, like, the details about the ships, about the Titanic sinking. I could tell. I mean, I know it was like in the early 1900s. Like, if I had to guess, I don't know what, like, I I don't know. 1912. I'm throwing that out there. Okay. All right. That's what I'm pointing out. I'm so losing. All right. So Rusty says must have been about 1997. That could be right. The Titanic sinking was not trivia to those people. That is a good point, Iron Rusty. That is a good point. Saw it on TV. 19 teens. PFC Stillwell says, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I can tell you about the unsinkable Molly Brown. I can't tell you the exact year. All right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, okay, here we go. See, I get distracted. All right. All right, when did the Titanic sink? I want to know now. It was 1919. Well, we learned something. You win some, you lose some. Can you tell me the answers to world peace? Evil Guy says. Wow. Up in the game. It was 1919. Next question. When did 9/11 happen? September 11th, 2001. All right. Oops. Oh, there we go. The world seems so blocky from here, Seth says. Is everyone here famous? I think so. Yeah. So I lost. I lost already though, didn't I? Oh, and I got that one. Okay, so I got sort of 2 out of 3 right, but I missed on that one. Okay, what else? What else we got? Last question. I don't know why am I still even in the running, I think. But yes, Seth, welcome on in. How are you this fine day? Everything is quite blocky indeed, and we're answering trivia questions here. All right. This is for $100. When did indeed is actually a question I have. Could still win that elusive $80. There you go. Evil Guy says I'm famous, I guess. Oh, should I have put more? I had more blocks in here, didn't I? See, I should have put these away. Darn. Oh well. Or no, maybe those are the ones that I just got. Oh well. I feel like I've got to be near the surface, right? I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Oh my gosh. What What? Okay, hold on. Let me go back this way, and then I'm gonna have to take a few more torches on my way up. All right. Yes, and Seth says, I'm doing dandy, acclimating back to the work week after the holiday weekend. I'm assuming you're doing well as well. And pretty much the same thing, too. That is really tough. I feel like the like Thanksgiving is it's a holiday where I normally, you have Friday, like you have Thursday, it's the middle of the week, right? You have Thursday, and then you have this problem of going back typically Friday, and then you have all these deals like Friday, which then you either wake up early before work and you go, and then you have all these deals Monday, so it's like it's hard to like stay concentrating when you have work. This year, though, I was really grateful. My boss actually both Ms. Manna and we were actually from our work allowed to stay home. We had Thursday and Friday off, so that was super. That was a really cool thing, and it meant that I got a nice long weekend. But then it meant that today it was a little tough going back. Although I did actually work some on the weekend too, but it was good, and I wouldn't complain because it was actually a really nice weekend and not too bad. But I don't know. It's always a little bit tough after a holiday. You get it, right? You love what you do, but when you have to get back into a routine after you've gotten out of it, that's tough. Evil Guy says, I am infamous, but famous, I suppose. And, okay, Iron Rusty says, Iron Rusty says, oh no, here, Ice Faulty says, this is the last question for $100. When did the first Call of Duty come out? And you got the Titanic one right, really? Okay. Iron Rusty says, first Call of Duty, 1776, of course. As Seth says, I know it was really hard to get my kids up for school today. PFC Stillwell says, Iron Rusty, that's the U.S. market. What if he's talking the Europe release? That's right. Okay, so the Call of Duty, like the video games, wasn't that on the original Xbox, right? Wasn't that? I think it was the original Xbox. I know 2 was on the original Xbox. Where's my torch? There we go. I think 2 was, anyways. I think I've got, because I got an Xbox one time that I got it. Oh, hello. I got the Xbox and it had a disc in it. Happened to have a Call of Duty. Hey, is this good? Maybe. It happened to have a disc in it, and it was the Call of Duty. USA centric mind, right? The outside, huzzah! It's raining. I feel like this is a bad idea for how I'm doing this, but okay. We're just gonna keep going. We found the surface. This is what I wanted. So I mean, actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold on. I gotta peek out here. So it probably was in that like early 2000s. I mean, let me think about this. So, oh, look, hey, oh my gosh, no way! Oh man, this is lucky. Hold on, I gotta like put this. Gotta sort of like mark that, but that is super lucky of us to be right here by this village. How far are we from home? Actually, not very. Look at this. How cool is that? That's awesome, actually. So, I'm gonna Call of Duty. I feel like I mean, ooh, and I have my diamond pickaxe, so I can get this now. That's actually really handy. Like 2000. When did the Xbox come out? That was like 2001. So maybe like 2002 or 3. 2003. I'm going to say 2003. 2003 Call of Duty final answer. Can I phone a friend? No, I said final answer. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. Taking too long, as Faulty says. I'm sorry. You didn't say there was a time limit. Yeah, I've got stuff. 2003 final answer. What is it? Back again since my charger got unplugged right. My last message about me being back. Pixel Knight says, oh no. Bummer. All right. That's my final answer. Hey, I was getting excited. There was stuff happening here. All right, so if this is my sort of fancy house here with the creepers on it. I gotta somehow mark it. Let's can I put? I don't even have anything to mark it with, though, is the thing. All right, so we'll put this here. I'm correct. That can't be right. Wait, okay. I cheated on the on the the multiplication problem. Was I wait? You said I was right on the Titanic? Was that really? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Titanic sunk. Let's find this out here. Let's see. Let's see, shall we? Sinking of the. Well, let's go to the good old Wikipedia. The Wikipedia says the RMS Titanic sank in the early morning hours of April 15th, 1912, in the North Atlantic Ocean. I'm actually kind of shocked that I got that right. That was a shot in the dark. Okay. And then let's see. When did the Xbox come out? It was okay. Xbox 2000 November 15th. Hey, 2001. Holy cow. That's wow. That's kind of wild. And then Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Okay. The first game, Call of Duty. First-person shooter video game based on id Tech 3 was released on October 29th, 2003. Random facts indeed. Okay. PFC Stovall, man has too much integrity. Got told he won and is checking to make sure. Man is rigging the quiz here. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what, Ice Faulty? That was fun. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was pretty fun. It was a neat little distraction. All right, I got to figure out what to do here. I've got a golden apple. I've got a name tag. I've got all kinds of good stuff. Actually, Iron Rusty says so much for his alleged lack of trivia knowledge. Pixel Knight says, I'm still not sure what my first video will be, considering reviewing a Doctor Who Christmas special with the Titanic in space, but don't want my first video to be seasonal. Plus, I probably won't have it out in December. My goal is by February to get my first video at least starting editing. Nice. Nice. All right. So now I'm kind of thinking, instead of putting this stuff here, I actually would rather, I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to go to my main base and put my stuff there with all the other chests. That would make more sense. So I'm going to do that real quick. There we go. Iron Golem, hello. Hello. How are you? I'm just trying. Hi, sheepy. Oh my gosh. There we go. Do you mind, good sir? Thank you so much. Sleep in the gold bed. Yeah, no. So, I guess, one of the things that, oh, hello. One of the things that I do find is over the years, my video game trivia knowledge has definitely grown. And that's mostly because, again, that sort of thing about being interested in connections. I really enjoy how video games, that like there's this connection with it as like an art form. Oh, no, don't kill the villager. With the evolution of console hardware and styles and stuff like that, I always enjoy that. Man, there's creepers all over here. I dislike this very much. I also don't like that there's another one coming. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's bad news. Go, run, run. Get out of here. Hold on. Going up. Or not. Oh, hello. 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 Yeah, there we go. Okay. Whew. Disliked that very much. Thank you. So there's the creeper just hiding out around the house. Look at that. Look at that guy. Look at that punk. Now they're all just chilling. Oh gosh, that scared me. Evil guy, you did that on purpose. Oh no! Well, we all need a creeper hole in our villages, to be fair. And it was not near anything super important. Hello. Hello. I'll take... Hey, coal! I need coal. Right on. Hi, coal. Hey, there we go. That worked out. Look at all that beautiful, sweet coal. All right. Good. So the creeper did good. I'll take it. Iron Rusty says Game Shark. Oh my gosh. I do want to review that special at some point because it's a whole lot of fun, especially the alien who thinks he's an expert on Earth stuff, but is very wrong, Pixel Knight says. Plus, I think it will be the one where I won't have to explain too much other than the basics of the series since it's pretty standalone. Well, that's good too. Oh, I'm out of picks. But I can always come back here. So that's a good start. All right. Done. Yeah, but no, video game stuff, like I really enjoy, especially lately, I've been enjoying learning the release dates of games because it used to be something I never really thought about. And then lately, as games have gotten so like prevalent, I mean, there's just so many video games everywhere. And my own sense of time is very strange, that the Wii is as old as it is still boggles my mind. So learning when games came out is actually really fascinating, and going back to the early days too, like when did the first Mario Brothers game come out, and the video game crash of 1983 is something I'm really fascinated in because I really enjoy Atari. And of course I'm a big Nintendo fan, so it's this whole connection between the two. I like seeing how video games have evolved. And again, even just seeing the connection between the four eras of video games. I like talking about how in the early days, you had your arcade munchers, we had your like Pac-Man maze type games as the prime style. Then you had your 2D platformer, which took over, and then you had your first-person shooters becoming the dominant strain, and then the rise of the cinematic third-person AAA titles, which we are now very much in. Mr. Dacre, heyo, how's it going? What is up? Yeah, so I find all that interesting. But yeah, Pixel Knight says, to quote the alien, on Christmas, the people of Britain go to war with the country of Turkey, And when they win, they eat the people of Turkey for Christmas. I laugh so hard at that bit. That's my fun fact. A former employee of Microsoft remade Halo for the Atari 2600. Oh, yes. I heard about that. I heard about that. That is funny. Yeah, I need to go back and play some Atari 2600 games. But, I mean, you know. I still enjoy them, but... What do you think of Atari 2600 games? Or do you think much of them at all? Come on, there are my chests. Huzzah! All right. This is exciting. Here we go. All right. All right, my friends. We can put our diamonds. We have 11 diamonds now. I have 11 diamonds plus the diamond pickaxe, which actually I think I probably should put in there. I put that golden apple in there. I think I'm going to use some of this coal real quick to get the iron. We're going to put this name tag in there. What else? Oh, wait, did I just... I did. I'm a goober. There we go. Put that iron in there. Sandstone, granite, cobble. Put that there. Dirt. Dirt. There we go. Man is rich now, Metal Ryan Cluster says. It's a good feeling. A very good feeling. There we go. Gunpowder. Wait, gunpowder I think I put up here. Or not at all, actually. There we go. So we'll put gunpowder. Oh, I had it there. There we go. Gunpowder. We'll go ahead and put that there like so. Lapis. Lapis lazuli. Probably should put these in here. Oh, I'm running out. Let's... What could I take here? I guess I'll take that. Dacre says, been up all night watching or playing a new WoW expansion. Breakfast time now while the servers are down for maintenance. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, you know, actually, my nephew got a really cool World of Warcraft hoodie with that new dragon on there. It's like Deathbringer or something like that. It's a very epic name. Really cool looking hoodie. So I started seeing ads on YouTube for the new expansion. I've never played World of Warcraft, but it does interest me. It does interest me. You know, so far, I would say my favorite MMO has been The Old Republic. So Star Wars: The Old Republic, but yeah. Mr. Dacre, how was your time playing the expansion? Do you like it? Pixel Knight says the good Atari 2600 games can be fun and simple, and I'm usually impressed by the fan-made demakes for it. There you go. That's a good way to look at it. There, I like that. Let's take. Let me put that in there. We'll just take. Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I suppose the dark oak fences here don't need to be in there, so I'll just take that. I'll put the glowing sack there. Low berries seem important. Here we go. And then sand we can put there. Wheat seeds, there we go. Melon seeds, that's good. Wheat, we've got wheat as well. I might hold on to that actually. I kind of want to put that cart there. Okay, there we go. There's this. We'll take that iron. We'll put that gold in there. That iron can go up here or not. I've got 13 iron. Dacre says, it was pretty good. I couldn't log in for the first 2 hours. Oh, no. Yeah, after that, though, it was smooth sailing with a couple of friends. Nice. Right on. It's always good, yeah, especially for that game that you love, you know, and I know you've talked about World of Warcraft a lot, so cool. I would like to give it a shot, but would you recommend it? Like, how would you recommend getting into it as a newcomer to the franchise? Pixel Knight says, I'm usually like, wow, you made Doom work on this hunk of junk. Kappa. Yeah, I can see that. Like, just the sheer, you know, Princess Leia incredulity looking at the Millennium Falcon and being like, you flew in this thing? Wow. I can see that. Like, you got a game to run on an Atari? What? I like that I've got these like 2 random oak fences, by the way. I think I'm going to put those up here because I don't need them. And then grab all that gold. Start putting that away. Boom. Boom. Okay. So we got sticks, we got coal, we got iron, we've got very little else, as a matter of fact. Got arrows. Do I have a bow? I think my bows all blew up. Man, that's a bummer. But okay. That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Probably should make a pickaxe, I think. Actually, let me go sleep in here. Oops. It's my new bed. Of course, I can play Doom on a smart fridge at this point, probably. That is true. You know what? You probably could. So, you know, I think that might just about do it for us for today. Because, well, what I'm thinking is next time we play, I can go and try to mine the obsidian over in the village that's neighboring me. If I remember to do that. Should I actually get over there? I could bring the diamond pickaxe. Yeah, that's probably what I should do, huh? I should probably do that. I should probably go back and attempt. Anyways, that's what I think I'm going to do. Evil Guys, it's actually good timing for me because I have to be heading to bed. Well, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, I think all I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to grab the pickaxe and then head over. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap up the stream. Boom. There's that. And I guess I might as well, while I'm here, just craft a quick iron pickaxe. And maybe... Nah. Well, actually, yeah, I would like to do that. An axe. There we go. Okay. And so now I'm going to go... Wait a minute. Back this way. And I'm just going to head back to the island over here, which happened to have that village. I think that would be good. So... After that, we will shut the game down. So, Evil Guy, thank you so much for hanging out along with everybody else. It was a lot of fun today. Lots of good stuff. And some new Friends of Mana, which is pretty cool. So, thanks to Ground Time for that follow. And, oh, gotta breathe. Gotta remember to breathe. PFC Stillwell says, good to see you again, Mana. Oh, it was a lot of fun. It was good to be seen. It was good to see you too after so long. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that you are feeling better. I hope that you stay healthy, happy, and wise. And, you know, please do take care of yourself as you continue to be on the mend from pneumonia. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's intense stuff. I don't recommend it. If you can avoid it, don't get pneumonia. Just saying. If you can avoid it. If you'd like. I highly recommend not getting it. My lungs and I thank you, PFC Stillwell says. Oh man, yeah. Yes. Well, I hope that that you, like I said, I hope that you continue to feel better, and let's just stay away from that for a good long time, shall we? Fun fact, the human brain would be strong enough to run a game about the size of Mario's Sunshine, so your brain could theoretically run Doom. Oh my gosh. Now wait a minute. That can't be right. It could run a game bigger than Mario's Sunshine, right? Right? Surely. Okay, where is that obsidian? Is it over here? Maybe it was back this way? No, it must have been on the other side here. 9 out of 10 people recommend not getting pneumonia, Pixel Knight says. Well, I see, that's good. 9 out of 10 people are smart. Wait, actually, that may not be right. That may not be right. Just, we'll have to wait and see. The jury's out on that. Jury's out. Oh, man, where was that obsidian? It was over here somewhere. Was it back this way? Let's see, this is near where I dug out? No. Or was it over? Well, I could make some over here. There's a little lava pool. But there was obsidian over here. I could get some more trees too. That's probably good. But stay focused, man. I'm just trying to find that obsidian. The Wolvesmith point of view. Wolves joins the stream pretty late like always. PFC Stillwell says, I'm solidly in that camp. It's my third time through, but not the worst time. The worst time was having pneumonia while I was in basic training with the Army. Oh, man. Yikes. Trying to power through that. I bet that was horrible. Yikes. Not good. Wolvesmith, welcome on in. There's that lovely obsidian. That's what we wanted. Let's get that diamond pickaxe ready. Ready to go. We're all full up on food. We got diamond pickaxe. We got a nice clean inventory. Here we go. That's where we're going to log out. Save and quit to title. That's the one right there. That's what we wanted. Okay. So, yeah, well, I guess 3, 2, 1, boom. So, yeah, everybody, this was a fun stream. I enjoyed it. And, well, Mr. Mana, have a good sleep. Thank you so much. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I don't know what the schedule, is going to look like. I'm debating. I mean, if I can, I may try to even stream, tomorrow. But we will see. We'll wait and see. Just follow on Twitter if you'd like to get the most up-to-date info on all of this. It's been an interesting month. I've been sort of all over the board. And we haven't really been able to hang out as much as I would like. So I apologize for that. And I do hope that changes and that we're able to hang out some more. And just again, know that I very much appreciate all of you. I appreciate the raid from Memory Martin. I appreciate also the resubs. Oh my goodness. We had resubs across the board. Animate Barrel for 28 months. Chronolock for 39 months. PFC Stillwell for 3 months. Not a Crafty Username for 66
Thanks
months.
for raiding Art of Mana.
Oh my gosh, Dash Magnum coming in with the raid. What? Dash, my friend. How are you? Welcome on in, members, and thank you, Dash Magnum, for that raid. Raid at the buzzer. That's right, Lethal Rage. Hello, goal. Dashing in with the Magnum raid. I love that one. Gotta say that I appreciate you coming on in and bringing all of the fine folks that were hanging out with you over to here. Here's a shout out to Dash Magnum. If you don't know Dash, highly recommend that you go and check out Dash's channel. Actually, you know what I want to do? I'm gonna try something here. How does this work? Shout out. Yeah. Dash Magnum. Does it work like this? Can I do it? Let's try it. Shout out. Oh, there you go. Oh, look, see? It does a thing now. So if you go on if you look at your chat box right now, there's a little heart. You can just click that right now. Give Dash a follow. The reason is he's a family-friendly streamer who loves RPGs. The content sometimes may not be family-friendly, but he's such a nice guy, just great to hang out with, and so knowledgeable about so many nerdy things. I really highly recommend that you go and follow Dash Magnum. And yeah, just has a real casual and friendly demeanor. If you want to hang out and enjoy some role playing, there's your guy right there. So yeah, how's your stream? Oh, Mr. Decker, wait, I wasn't following Dash. Gotta fix this atrocity. There you go. Yeah, his streams are a lot of fun, Daker. So there you go. See, this is a good thing. I learned a new tool. So yeah, that gives a nice special shout out there. Follow him on Twitch, not in real life. Pixel Knight says that's true. Well, listen, Dash, we got 11 diamonds. Plus, actually, technically, what? 14, because we have a diamond pickaxe. So even though we blew up some diamonds in our great disaster of 2022 with the desert temple, we managed to pick things up in the end, so that was pretty good. Stream went super well. Streamed some Star Wars The Old Republic tonight. Oh, that's right, that was tonight. Shoot. See, my schedule right now, and by the way, everybody, I should probably introduce myself because some of you may not know me. But my schedule this week has been, well, you can see it on the screen. It's unscheduled. It's an unscheduled schedule. That's all I could do this week. So, but my name is Mana. I'm an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer. I focus on Nintendo, retro on original hardware, and indie titles. Tonight I was playing Minecraft, and yeah, it went really well. Yeah, a lot more diamonds. So we did a good job. And now we queued ourselves up to mine some obsidian in the next stream. What I really want to do, I want to finally beat in a single player, Minecraft world. I want to beat the Ender Dragon. I want to figure out how to get there, do the stuff I need to do. I'm at a certain point, I'm sure I'm going to get stuck and I'm going to need some help. But that's the thing. And yeah, you know what? Isn't that a weird thing? Yeah, dude, I don't actually play Pokemon. I did put up a tier list, which you could see in the back catalog of things, if you will. There's a tier list. I'll see if I can pull it up on the screen real quick for you. I think I have it in my folder here. Yeah. Is this the one? I think it is. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Is this the... Yeah, okay. So, yeah, my tier list has evolved a bit. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on the stream so you can see it. And this was one of the things I did to celebrate 800 streams, which was a lot of fun. By the way, I know some people are already taken off because they have to head to bed. No worries. Don't worry about that. I just want to let you know that real quick. But yeah, so let's go ahead. Seth says, interesting. So here we go. So we'll go to this tier list, right? So this is it. And if I zoom in nice and close there. Boom. The first thing you'll notice is Animal Crossing, Donkey Kong Country, so these are, I should probably preface this, these are series of games, not individual titles, but the individual titles represent the series, right? So Animal Crossing, Donkey Kong Country, Kirby, Mario Kart, Metroid, this specifically being the 2D Metroid games, Pilot Wings, Star Fox, 2D Mario games, 3D Mario games, Zelda games, and the Wario platforming games. All I put up here in S rank. Yeah, Gar coming in, still working on the tier list, huh? No, someone just mentioned, yeah. Oh no, dude says all but Pokemon are cringe. No, really? Oh, I don't find that at all. My A rank tier, I'm just sharing this tier list real quick. But my A rank tier has ARMS, Donkey Kong, Kid Icarus, Mario Paint, or all the sort of arty, crafty things that are Mario related or Nintendo related. Metroid Prime, the NES Sports or the Mario Sports series, I should say, like Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, etc. Sorry, specifically Mario Golf, I should say. NES Open, Mario Golf. NES Remix games, Nintendo Labo, Splatoon 2, Starfy, the Wii titles like Wii Music, Wii Sports, Wii Play, Yoshi all in A. B, I have the 1080 series, Brain Age, Chibi Robo, Cruisin', Dylan, Dr. Mario, Mother, F-Zero, Luigi's Mansion, Mario and Luigi, the Mario Tennis series, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Paper Mario, Pikmin, Punch-Out, Sin and Punishment, Smash Brothers, and Wave Race. C tier. C tier would be games that are like, they're average. Fire Emblem, Mario Party, Nintendogs, Pokemon Rumble, and WarioWare. Then we get, this is where it gets controversial. Below average for me would be the Picross games, Pokemon Snap, and Pokemon. I feel like Pokemon Snap was very disappointing. I wanted it to be more free and less dialogue laden. In Pokemon, I don't know. I struggle with Pokemon. I don't have nostalgia for it, so it's hard for me to get into it. But I like the offshoots of Pokemon, like Pokemon Quest. I like the to some extent, I had a lot of fun playing Pokemon Go. But the mainline Pokemon series, I have not been able to stick with it, so I put it in D. Nothing's an F, but then Unfamiliar, I had a lot of series, which frankly I just hadn't experienced enough. And to some extent, you could say that of Pokemon, but right now, as it stands, I feel like Pokemon, the latest entries, from what I've read, it's like, what, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, or 1 step forward, 1 step back. It's a wash. Like there's advancements, and then there's things that are backwards. I kind of thought, some of the neat things about Pokemon have to do with capturing and collecting. So if I were designing a Pokemon game, and maybe this is the problem, is I'd be designing it very differently, and it'd probably be a very different game, and probably would appeal to a different audience than Pokemon fans. But I would design it much more with those two key features: the collecting and capturing piece, right? So like trying to build a collection, and then have a really fun, action-oriented collection piece. The battles themselves, I would probably separate entirely from the mainline game and make battles into something as like an optional side quest and a multiplayer element. But really, that's the thing. PFC Stillwell says Advance Wars was fun. That's fair. I have not played it yet. Are you interested in the new game? I'm going to assume you are, but yeah, I just don't have experience with it, is the thing. Let's see, what else do we have here? If Pokemon is D, then you can put Pokemon Stadium there as well. Fair, okay. I can't believe that you put Mario Picross in D. The Picross series, I mean, it's not bad. It's just, it's very generic-y. So, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are decent. I've heard many people say that that there are, really good things about the game. And dude says, sad that Mana's not a Poke fan. Yeah, Stillwell says there's a new game. I'm not out of the loop. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet are out. It's the latest mainline title, and I've heard many people say that it's a very fun game, a really good entry, but then there are issues with it. And one of the things that I've heard a lot and seen a lot about is just performance issues, which That's one of the things I don't get about the Pokemon Company is that they've got all this brand recognition, money, licensing, franchising, and yet their quality control on their games does tend to be a little all over the place. So the purple Pokemon is a motorcycle. That's all you need to know. Oh my gosh, yeah, Seth, the new poster for Super Mario Brothers. Yes. I'm so excited for tomorrow's reveal, but yeah, that new poster. Or at least the image from Nintendo, right? Let's see, that was on Twitter. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. So it's really cool. Come on, Nintendo. All right. Let's see if I can find it. This was not something I was expecting, but all of a sudden, it was like, hey, surprise! We're gonna drop a little surprise for you tomorrow. We're gonna reveal some things. Yeah. Okay. Yes, join us 2 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow for more, okay? Let me pull this up for you so you can see what I'm seeing. Probably would be nice, right? Probably wouldn't hurt. Where's my Godzilla Tamagotchi? I don't know. Here it is, my friends. Yeah, join us at 2 p.m. on November 29th for the world premiere of the Super Mario Brothers movie's second trailer. No game information will be included in this Nintendo Direct, but we have a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Look at this lovely picture here. Super cool. Look at that. Awesome stained glass. I mean, can you imagine? Again, if this was a game, you just want to jump right into that, right? How cool is that? But yeah, so there's that. That looks pretty neat. By the way, I think it's kind of funny that now one of the things that you're seeing is this little official badge. It's like we used to just have the badge, right? But like now we have to have a secondary badge. I don't know, man. I don't want to get into the Twitter politics of all this, but I'm like, if you now need another thing to do the thing that the other thing did before you changed the thing, shouldn't you have not changed the thing? And I don't think, and it's okay. Make mistakes, try new things, great. But if your solution is essentially, I'm going to make the thing that stood for something stand for something else, and then have to create another thing to stand for the old thing, but the new thing basically is the old thing, but taking up more screen real estate. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. You done made a mistake. You done made a mistake. Is my opinion on that. Anyways, moving swiftly onward. And that's too bad. I don't want anyone to hate anybody. Actually, I do notice that a lot. There's a lot of legitimately like hate, and it's like, look, you don't have to agree with him. You don't have to agree with his ideas. You don't have to agree with his personal beliefs. You don't have to support his personal beliefs. You don't have to, there's a lot of things you don't have to do. But you should not give in to hate. I mean, this is Star Wars, right? This is Star Wars. No, it's more than Star Wars. But yeah. Lex Luthor. They made the official badge unofficial, so they needed a new official badge to be official. Exactly, Seth. That's yeah. Okay, Yoda, calm down. Stillwell says. That's right. That's right. Hey, just I'm gonna go ahead and share one more thing here. I think. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So what I wanted to show... Getting back here. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. So yeah, note Twitter users are now finding an alternative app just like Twitter because users are now fed up with him buying the whole company for 44 million. Yeah. 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 What can you say? But I don't know. I'm not sure that I'm seeing like that many people leaving. I haven't noticed like people of my friends list leaving, so I don't know. Okay, let's go here. No, hold on a second. Boom. Let's go here. I want to show this. So Elgato, I wanted to show you that they have some cool stuff now. No, wait a minute. It wasn't there. I wanted to show you. Yes, this is what I want to show you. Okay, well, there's actually a couple of things. First of all, I may or may not be interested in this little thing, this little gizmo at some point. Is the Elgato Wave XLR, and what's nice about this is right now I have about this large of a mixer on my desk. This little box would be nice. And it actually would because that mixer's analog and it's going into a small digital converter that's not actually that great. So this would presumably be better. But the real thing that I wanted to point out was this. If you have not been following Elgato, they've put out a new product called the Stream Deck Plus. And so far, if I understand it correctly, and if it can do what I think it can do, this is, oh boy, such a good product. I would still keep my original Stream Deck, actually, but this would be a great companion to it. The reason I like this device is you have your standard Stream Deck keys here that you can create folders in and hotkeys and macros and all that kind of stuff. But now you have a touch capacitive bar, and you have dials, analog dials, or well, they're digital, but tactile knobs with dials and a push button. 4 of them. Why is this cool? We can make it do many things. You could have it adjust volume. In fact, because it's linked to the Wave technology that they have, their whatever it's called, Wave something software. Basically, you can control separate inputs. So right now, I use something called Voicemeeter Banana. I think it would interface with that. You could probably do it without Voicemeeter Banana and simplify things. But regardless, you could control 4 separate inputs. I would control my volume. I would control my console's volume, my PC volume, my gaming PC, and my Discord or voice chat volume, and then my system volume. And I could do that with these knobs, which would be really nice, because right now I've got a little analog device that allows me to change and adjust my console volume, but not my PC volume. I have to do that through Voicemeeter. But yeah, you can tap things like you can have little mute buttons here. You can swipe and change what these are. You can toggle them with a push of this button. So you could also adjust lots of different granular things in OBS with this. I think this right here, this seems... Yeah, Seth is talking about this one. Okay, this is the one. It's a hefty price tag. Yeah, I might have to ask. I'm not looking at getting this anytime soon, but I am going to be trying to get this at some point, I'm pretty sure, because the other thing is, like, so the way I right now operate, I've got my foot pedal for quick transitions, right? So I can hands-free transition from things, right? So like, hands free, boom, right? Pretty nice. I like that ability. Okay, I can quickly go back and forth. But I also use my Stream Deck, and so things like I can, when I start my stream, push a single button now. It's so handy. Push a single button. It will launch my opening song and cinematic, or like my little intro. It will unmute this mic. Actually, before it plays the song, it mutes the game audio. And then right at the end of the song, it unmutes the game audio and changes to the scene that I'm in right now. So it does all of that, just boom, like one push of a button. Stuff like that's huge. I was thinking about how, since I use Voicemeeter, Voicemeeter is, or can be, a very complicated thing to utilize. And what I'm interested in is if I could, and I'll show you. Let me show you Voicemeeter real quick and tell you what I'm talking about. So this is Voicemeeter here, up in the corner. This is what I'm running all the time in the background, and what I like about this is that it gives me a certain amount of control that is very, very, very handy. What I can do with it, for example, let me actually maybe I'll even zoom in further so you can actually see this a little more clearly. Give me just a second. Let me go here. Oh, wait, I can't do that. Oh, didn't think about how that wouldn't work. Okay, well, that's all right. Well, hopefully you can see it. I think you can see it like this. So, this has 3 inputs here, which I have set for mic, game, and PC. And I used to have some of these things actually labeled a little more, a little bit better, but with Windows updates, it's broken this. So like this used to be the name of the device in Windows, but then it turned to a generic one. But that's okay because I can label it up here. So I just did that. So this is my mic. If I wanted, I can move the pan the sound this way. I can modulate it and color it. So it's pretty powerful just with this. I just right click and cycle through those. I can add compression. I can add a noise gate. And then I can also utilize this slider. And this is just basically like a fader on a mixer. I can go like this. It gets quiet, and louder. And then I can make it solo, so that's the only thing you hear. You wouldn't hear the audio from this, for example. Let's try this. And if I talked like this, now it's the only thing you can hear. This automatically mutes. I can undo that. I could also mute this, and then that goes away. So that's pretty handy. And if you really want to get fancy, instead of just muting, right, you can just do a nice little fade just like you would with a mixer. And then when you mute it and then you have it, you kind of say, okay, where do I want it to be? I want it to be right about 12.4, minus 12.4 decibels, because that's right where it starts to get into the green, which is where my voice usually resides. So then I unmute and I fade it up to that lovely spot right there. Something like that is really handy, right? This is my game. This is my PC. Desktop audio right here, and I've got it panned and shifted back. I've got Discord a little bit the same. And then this is one of the nice features. So you can have hardware outs. I have case jacks. This is the analog case jacks. Speakers. These are the speakers connected in my wireless headset. So those are A1, 2, and 3 respectively. So if I didn't want to hear myself in these, I could just go like this. You can still hear me right now. I don't hear myself now in the mix. You'll notice, however, I have all of these set up to hear the whole mix in my headset. I like that because I know where my voice resides in the mix. Then B1 and B2, these are your two virtual outs. So B1 is what goes to my stream. So I only have, on OBS, I only have one digital a microphone input. It is actually B1 from Voice Meter Banana. And so if I were to if I was to toggle this right here, you won't hear me in the stream mix right now. You'll see me here. I'll hear me, but you won't hear me. See, testing. But you heard nothing. So that's kind of a nice little trick. And then B2 is what goes to Discord. So when I'm talking to someone on Discord, you only hear my mic and you hear my desktop alerts. So if I'm chatting with you while streaming, you'll hear when somebody raids, and that way you know, oh, that's why Mana's going quiet. We've got a raid, all that kind of stuff. And I can use it for different things. So it's actually a pretty cool little feature. And I just wanted to share that with you because I find it useful. Pixel Knight needs to hop off. Anyway, I don't know if that was interesting to anyone, but I wanted to share that little look behind the scenes real quickly with you, just to kind of give you that, a little bit of a background, a little bit of how and why I do the things that I do. Yeah, I gotta catch up on what dude's saying. Oh my gosh, did I miss something? I didn't think I did. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything that I've missed. So, anywho. Oh yeah, Black Friday sales, not just in the USA, worldwide as well. Yep. United Kingdom is competing USA for Black Friday sales. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and let's raid, shall we? Pass this raid on. Dash, thank you so much for raiding. I didn't anticipate going a little bit longer, but because, of course, you were so kind to give that raid, I had to just chat a little bit more with you. And have you finished Andor, my friend? Have you finished Andor? I'm going to do something here. Ah, darn. I was hoping... I was looking in Star Wars The Old Republic, and I was hoping I would find a family-friendly streamer. But nobody popped up when I did that, so shucks. What's this one? Let me just take a look at this one real quick. This might be a thing. Close, one more episode. Okay, right on. Dude, I don't know. I guess I barely pay attention to the sales here in the US. So I don't really pay attention to them worldwide either. So I don't know. I guess I have no comment, I guess would be my comment. I'm gonna just take a quick listen here for a second. I wanna just hear if this is. See, you shouldn't. I was able to use my voice meter, so you shouldn't be able to hear anything right now. So I'm not hearing anything. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a risk. It's pretty chill at the moment. I don't know if he's maybe like a newer streamer or whatnot. But there's this, yeah. We'll take a risk. Someone new, Russell Stark, streaming Star Wars: The Old Republic. Doesn't say family friendly, but let's give it a shot. So let's get that raid going. All right. It does say intended for mature audiences, so I may have made a mistake. So I apologize if I'm sending anyone to something that is inappropriate. Again, he wasn't chatting when I went in there, so I don't know. But we're gonna do a mana splash raid and show some support. Again, it seems like someone who's kind of getting started here. On the info section, it says variety streamer, getting a feel for what my schedule will be. Mostly interested in things like League of Legends and Assassin's Creed games, dipping toes back into MMOs cautiously. So again, I just, I don't know, kind of looks like a good clean stream. There you go, dude says I'm mature. So it looks like a good clean stream. Looks like someone who might be a kind of a cool guy. I don't know. I really can't tell. But let's just share some enthusiastic support and wish the best for a fellow streamer here on Twitch. We're taking a leap of faith, and we'll see how it goes. Anyways, my friends, thank you so much. Do good, be well, stay safe and healthy, and I will catch you all next time. Hopefully, very soon. Bye bye.